continues. Silver medal. It's a photo finish between Great Britain and Romania. What a run.
We just witnessed 9 women living in the moment, allowing each other to be the best versions of themselves, and you know what? It is the greatest feeling in the world.
Team USA wins gold in the women's 8. And that was the goal. Check the box. Objective achieved.
How's it going?
Awesome.
Good today? It's a good way to start the day with Olympic champions. No better way to start the day. I am a little worried about this show. These are some a little crazy women we got here, but I'm excited.
We are excited to be here.
I want to have you guys just introduce yourself, and I know, Amanda, you have a special pitch as well. So let's go this way to our, is it coxswain?
Coxswain.
To our coxswain.
I'm Kaitlyn Snyder, and I'm the coxswain.
I'm Emily Regan, and I sat in bow seat, so I was as far away from Kaitlyn as I could get.
Is this your order? This is not your order in the boat, no?
Not it.
Oh, man. Should we remove?
Do we need a move?
Ready,
Why
switch.
don't you guys get in the right order?
Okay.
Just so you guys are.
Stay put then. Thank you. All right.
And Kaitlyn, what do you shout at them during the race?
Go harder.
Okay, so as they go, you can always jump in and tell them how they're doing. All right, let's wait. Now I'm confused. Okay, Kaitlyn, let's go this way.
I'm Amanda Elmore. I was stroke seat.
Awesome.
Amanda Polk, I was 3-seat, part of the engine room.
My name's Carrie Simmons, and I was in 2-seat.
And again, I was Emily Regan, bow seat, so that meant I got to cross the finish line first.
Nice.
I got to cross second.
Yeah.
And you,
And
yes.
third.
So first of all, Amanda, we know you've been pitching for something. But,
I have been.
Would you like to share your pitch with our AOL audience?
Yes,
Maybe they
I
can
would
support
love
you.
to. I want to be on Dancing with the Stars.
And we really
Let's
want
do
her to
it.
be on it
Let's do
too.
it.
I think you should show them a dance.
How do we help? Is it a vote, or we have to know someone?
I don't
How do we
know.
help?
I have no idea. I'm working. I'm pretty much just trying to campaign wherever I can to try to get on Dancing with the Stars, and even more so, I think there actually should be a season of all Olympians, like an Olympian season.
Ooh.
So go
Dancing
against
with
the
the
track
Olympians.
and fields.
Dancing with the Olympians.
Dancing
I like
with the
it.
Olympians.
What do you guys think of that? Pretty good? Pretty good?
Yeah. I've gotten actually a bunch of video from some Olympians right before we walked in closing ceremonies. I have the 100-meter hurdle women's medalists.
They're supporting you.
They're supporting fencers, Robbie Smith, wrestler, as well as
Athletes.
yes,
All of her teammates.
Yeah,
All of
it's
her team.
awesome.
I like it. And now AOL Build, we support you.
And now, yes.
But the
that would
question
be
is, can you
awesome.
dance? Are you like?
I mean,
can.
you want me to-
God,
You can
Amanda?
dance. Yes.
Wanna-
Yeah.
Yes. Let's see it. By the
Can we
way,
get a
we'll
beat?
explain
Can we
your
get a
medal
beat?
and your sock in a
Yes.
second.
Yes, I swear I don't wear it around like this. But Tim told me to leave it like this. For a
Don't
little
blame it
while.
on me. Come on now.
I'm going to. I'm going to. What should I do? A little like samba?
This is your big moment. This is your chance. We need like a clap or something with you.
I have no music,
Yeah.
but I don't need it.
All right, give it up. Give it up. I think if they weren't thinking about you before, now.
I sure hope so.
Now
I just
you're
need to
in.
plant a seed. I promise I'll do my part.
So we were gonna have a big reveal of the medals, but all your awesome medals are already out. But I
just
she
pulled
is.
it out.
If you notice the sock, I did want to explain. Olympians carry their medals around in very different ways. This is not the first sock I've seen, but that is your medal sock. Is that correct?
This is my metal sock. So basically, we do get a box, but it's actually a little bulky to carry around, and this is just for protection. It's the easiest way to kind of slide in, slide out, but my medal is here.
Nice, nice.
And I've gotten compliments on this sock,
On
too.
this sock?
Yeah, my dad actually thought it was a very nice holder. He was like, wow, did you see that nice holder they got for the medals? I was like, Dad, that's my sock from college.
So really quick, how do you guys keep your medals? How do you carry it around? And where do you keep it at home?
Same thing. In a
You have a
sock
sock
in
too?
my pocket.
Yeah, you don't want it to get all banged up. You gotta keep it nice and shiny.
My mom brought me like this. Oh, I guess she had it for her makeup. This little like travel bag, zip travel bag,
That sounds more professional.
waterproof, so water
Ooh.
resistant.
Is the sock waterproof? No. right?
Absolutely not. No.
And mine preferably would be in the beautiful case they gave us. They're wooden and they're seriously gorgeous, but I also keep mine in a sock for
Wow.
protection.
We're learning a lot about you guys. Learning a lot about you guys. I have one quick story. One of my teammates, I always share this. We won our medals, and his mom actually took his medal away because he thought he would lose it. So like we'd be on shows like this, and then like he would be like, sitting in the middle here without his medal on. They would always be like, "Where's your medal?" And he would have to say like his mom took his medal away. So, keep your medals. Do not let mom take the medals.
That's the story.
Let's talk about how awesome you guys are. Is that a good topic?
Sweet.
So I don't know if you guys realize, but U.S. rowing is one of the most dominant sports, period, in the world. You guys have won the last 3 Olympic Games, the last 11 world titles. And I think the last time you guys slipped up was a silver in Athens. But tell me a little bit about, any one of you can answer this, when did this tradition start? How are we so good?
Well, I want to say Athens wasn't actually the slip up. That was kind of the beginning. So yeah, that silver medal was important.
Yes.
Yeah. No, it's just that race 2004 was really special for us because it was kind of like the start of, 1984 the women actually won gold, but 2004 was kind of like start of the culture of success. Yeah. And our assistant coach, Laurel Corholes, was in it. So it really, I don't know, it's a very special race for us. But yeah, being a part of this legacy, there's a lot of pressure, but it's a huge honor to be a part of what is the Women's 8, which is many individuals, not just us in the room.
Actually, before we went to Rio, our coach showed us all a race, and I think that's kind of a tradition leading up to the Olympics. And the race he showed us was the 2004 race, and so we feel pretty lucky to have extended the success of the women.
Amazing. I love that you guys just give credit. A lot of times people don't realize how many people are actually supporting a group of people or how many people came before, but I love that even just back to Athens, that you guys have that tradition within your sport. Let me ask you this. Who would win of the last 3 Olympic champions? London, Beijing, or you guys? Who's the best team?
Us, for sure.
I want to get you guys. I want to get you guys in trouble. That's my main goal today.
That we probably would be the fittest of the crews because we just raced, and maybe everybody else is.
I'm not talking about right now. Everyone in their prime.
But
everyone in their prime.
like 8 years on, maybe we wouldn't be in the same shape.
The ladies in these boats, the 2008, 2012, they were kind of the inspiration for me. So I want to say that they're cooler, but like.
They're cooler, but you're better.
Yeah, they're inspiring.
It also would be very difficult for some of them because 2 of our members this year was also in London, so I'm not sure how they could compete. Yeah. And Elle Logan was in 2008 as well.
3. So she has to row in 3 boats at once.
Ever.
Interesting. How are they doing, Coxon? Do you need to motivate them at all? How are they doing so far?
They're doing really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty chatty, so they're taking over my job.
Yeah, this is our chance to talk.
Yeah, do you just want her to shut up when basically you're on TV? Like, you talk all the time, now it's our turn?
Yeah, I'm off duty. I've been telling them.
No, you're on duty. For
so I don't want to tell them what to do. I don't want to talk to them. I just want to sit back, go for a ride.
So was there any doubt you guys were going to win? Because I feel like you guys were getting like the Simone Biles sort of like, people like, oh, guarantee they're going to win this. Like, did you guys have any challenges at this Olympics? What were they?
So I really love that question because for me, at least my Olympic experience was about each practice and each moment and just being super focused on executing the day. So I never really thought about like, are we going to win or what's going to happen on race day? I didn't really think about race day until the night before when we went over the race. And I think that's why we were so successful because we really stayed in the moment and we focused on every stroke and every practice twice a day and just trying to get better. So, I mean, I don't know, like maybe there was some questions, like when, always when you line up, you don't know what's going to happen. But we just were so prepared that I was confident we would have our best race. And I was confident that our best race would put us in the hunt for the gold medal.
What about you guys? Is that how you took it?
Well, I had mentioned to Kaitlyn at one point, even on the bus ride, we had quite a long bus ride to and from, but it gives you time to really think about how it is going to go down. And I know I visualized the race many, many times on that bus ride, just thinking about, where we would be, how it would feel. And when you're in it, you are in it. You don't think about anything else other than giving your all for the person in front of you, the person behind you, and you literally need them to cross the finish line first. So it's a very unified bond, a very dynamic and awesome chemistry to have.
How in sync do you guys all have to be? Does that translate outside of the boat as well? Like, what are your lives like?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys seem like a pretty good team.
I mean, what do you think? You guys
what is it like to try
always
to
in
team?
sync.
Yeah, I mean, like
You move over.
the whole couple weeks leading up to the final, we spent literally every second together. We went to the dining hall and back together. We traveled to the course together.
Because our coach also told us.
Because
to.
our coach.
Not because we like each other.
One day I woke up from a nap and everyone had gone to lunch without me, and I was pretty traumatized.
Oh no. Why'd you guys leave
we
her?
just spent a lot of time.
I mean,
yeah,
it was
just kidding.
hazing.
Why'd you
She's the youngest, so no. We thought she needed to sleep. I think that was
It was nice.
we clarified that we will never do that again.
No man left behind.
So you guys are friends on and off the on and off the
Yeah,
boat.
I mean, I think what's really another special thing is that we are all very different personalities, but we have this common goal, and we have accepted each other, you know, off the water for who we are, and we have really cared for one another and got to know each other, which, in my personal experience, makes the dynamic on the water that much more special.
I think also when you like live with people for so long and when you go through so many difficult times, like these women have all seen me at my best but also my worst. and they still
It's not
accept
pretty.
me. It's not pretty.
Let's talk about that.
But
She's not a morning person.
no, not at all. And they've seen me cry and they've seen me be crabby and they've seen me in the morning with my glasses on, and they still love me and respect me for who I am, and I feel the same about them, and I think that really gets you through
If
the
people don't
toughest
understand the
times.
bond, like I know just being on the road with my teammates for so long,
Yeah.
it's like a lifelong bond. I see them and it's like immediately boom, that strength of relationship is there. I also know that when you're spending a lot of time together, everyone's crazy habits tend to come out.
It's like
And,
being sisters.
Are there any like crazy habits that you've noticed from your teammates that you feel comfortable sharing?
You can finally pick on me, Carrie.
No, I mean, I don't know if habits are the right word. I was telling her, so I was her roommate in Rio, and we get along great. I mean, I could have been anyone's roommate because I get along with everyone. But no, but it's just she was great because I can be pretty sarcastic, and she knows when I'm joking and takes things light. So I don't know if you have any crazy habits, though, other than you had to pee a lot during the night. Wake me up.
Did that wake you up? Did that make you angry?
No, not at all. I just, honestly, I was actually more impressed with how much she had to go to the
I was
bathroom
very hydrated.
at night.
As an athlete, you got to be hydrated.
Good.
Let me ask you
She was
guys-
doing her part, so. yeah.
Do you guys get enough attention? Does rowing get enough attention? I know that's been a topic we were talking about backstage, but where do you think rowing falls? And I don't know. We can talk trash about Diana Taurasi, as I mentioned backstage. She talked trash about rowing. That's all I'm saying.
See, I don't know.
But I'm
Was
gonna
she
turn to
talking
you guys.
trash?
Really
We actually
sure.
don't know if that was, we only read the words, so it was really hard to tell if she was taking a dig at us or.
Will you tell them, in case people at home and here
Yeah.
know the story?
Basically, we just saw it on Instagram. ESPN Women's Sports had her a picture of her, and her quote was something along the lines of, "If you don't want to watch good basketball, watch rowing." So we were kind of like, I don't know if that's mean or, because like we're good rowers too. So hey, come watch us, no problem. But yeah, so I still don't know if that was trash talk or supportive talk.
Kaitlyn?
Hey, I'm not into it because I love rowing.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
we're
just-
basketball players in high school, so
That's true.
Yeah. And I think someone had asked her, like, oh, you know, do you think that it's not very fun to watch women's basketball because you guys are so dominant? And that was her response. And I want to say, like, we're also pretty dominant, and I think that makes it really, really fun to watch because it's a weird expectation of winning from the outside, but for us, it's like we get on the line and the expectation is gone because we want to win so badly, no matter if there's a streak or not. So it's kind of a cool dichotomy between.
I'm all for women in sports in general. So basketball, rowing, swimming, gymnastics, whatever, fencing.
I'm
yeah.
sure you'll run into Dan and you can ask her about it.
Well, I think that as women in sports, we all have to support each other because the spotlight's often on men and their endeavors, and I think women in sports is an amazing thing, and we're doing just as awesome accomplishments.
Even better,
as well.
you guys
yeah.
won the medal
So
for the U.S.
I think that we have the opportunity to help shift the view of people in the United States to sort of view it more equally, and I think that's an awesome opportunity that we have.
Also, I think what's hard with rowing, which we all agree on as well, when you watch it, it looks so easy, right? Like, it's like, oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
Actually, no, but
Well, I don't know. Sometimes, I guess, when we watch our video, we're like, why are we complaining?
It doesn't look painful enough.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, but in the race, I can honestly say all I've seen, I've been kind of holding off on watching the whole thing just till things settle down and I'm home. But I've seen the last 250 of it, and that looked really hard. So that was exciting. But I think a lot of people just don't know a ton about rowing in terms of what's all involved in it.
It's a leg sport more than an arm sport.
Exactly. Common misconception.
what are some of the other common misperceptions?
That's the big
Well, I
one.
think
What should
like
people know?
the mind-blowing things. No, not mind-blowing, but I'm like, yeah, and the shoes are actually in the boat. We put our feet into them, so they're in the boat.
And your seat moves.
Our seat's on a track. Yeah, so you're moving back and forth. So it's basically like doing a leg press that you're hanging off of with your upper body.
Kaitlyn says more than row, and count our strokes. So
That's all she
That's-
says?
She also has
No.
control of a rudder, so she has steering
A lot of
power.
people don't know, but I'm steering the boat.
And that's why you crashed a boat once, right?
Yeah. Right up into the-
I want to ask each of you, while we still have time, just kind of individually what this Olympics meant to you, winning the gold. And we'll start this with Kaitlyn. I know you were in contention to make the London team, just sort of missed it. I know you had some kind of personal issues. What did this all mean leading up to Rio and how it all turned out?
Yeah, so I think for me, making the team it was so satisfying because I've been working for what feels like 12 years to try and become an Olympian. But winning the gold medal really made me feel like every single time I tried and failed, it wasn't really a failure because it led me to now. So it made me feel like every screw up was really a success because I learned from it, and now I'm here.
Nice. Would you mind sharing about your tattoo on your finger?
Yeah, so I have a fleur-de-lis tattoo on my finger, and it's a Boy Scout emblem. It's also, it's a lot of things, but one of the things is it's a Boy Scout emblem, and my younger brother passed away in 2010, and he was an Eagle Scout, and he had an Eagle Scout ring on this finger. So my whole family got this tattoo, even my dad, who's like super straight-laced. So that was a cool thing to have with me on the line.
I'm sure he'd be very proud of you as well.
Thank you.
So let's go this way.
So what does the gold medal
Just,
mean to me?
yeah, what does it mean to you personally?
So I'm pretty new to the training center, actually. I just joined the team in 2014. And so the past 2 years, I always felt like I was, the new kid, like looking up to the people above me. And to make this boat, I felt like I wasn't ready and I wasn't prepared for this. So to be able to perform and do so well when I felt like I wasn't ready, that's like a huge confidence boost for me and my future.
And she did awesome.
You did. You guys all did awesome.
So I actually was the alternate in 2012 in London, and being at London and experiencing kind of a bittersweet moment where I came so close to making a boat and not being able to race was very difficult for me. So when coming back, I took some time to actually reflect on that and see if I did want to continue with rowing, and obviously I did, and I could not be happier. But when I crossed the finish line, all the flashbacks that led up to that moment came kind of flooding into my mind, and just the constant support of my family.
Yeah.
Someone finish for me. No, I'm okay.
You're going to make me cry. Jeez, all right.
It's all right. We can cry. It's all good.
No, it was just a very special feeling to have my family.
Yeah. The thing about rowing is that you don't do it by yourself. And so, I think, one thing that's really great, and especially for Amanda's family, is that Amanda's not the only person that sacrificed to get her gold medal. Her family had to make sacrifices. Her friends had to make sacrifices. And so to win the gold is not just for you. You get to celebrate with those people that helped you get here.
Yeah. People don't realize how much you sacrifice.
Sorry.
No, it's all right.
Whenever I'm passionate and the emotions come.
Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing
people.
with the Stars.
It's also a sneak peek at.
And it taught me perseverance. You
Yeah.
know, I will say that in a way, looking back, London was a blessing in disguise because I came back tougher, stronger, was able to join this incredible group. Like I was in 6 of the 11 titles in the women's 8. And this particular lineup and these women I'm so happy and proud to be a part of it because I wouldn't have this.
But if you take a look at her right now, that's kind of an inside look at what all of us looked like on the medal stand. We were all in the boat after, but we were all kind of sobbing because, like she said, you get flooded with the emotions of all the hard times you've been through to get there, and the good.
So our last 2, right?
Yeah. So for me, this past year, 2015 to 2016, was the hardest one, both mentally and physically. I was out for I was reminded by my coach a few times. I was out for 10 weeks due to injury. A common injury for rowing is ribs, believe it or not, just from overuse. So I had a stress fracture in my rib, and that put me out. And it was very poor timing. So just to be able to end the season back in the women's 8, winning a gold medal, I was incredibly grateful and blessed feeling because I know it kind of fell into place, but I know that there were 15 other women back at the training center that weren't in Rio that could have easily done as well in my seat. So I just feel incredibly grateful for the opportunity to represent our country and, row with these ladies who are very talented and awesome.
More, Carrie, more.
Can I get a round of applause for that?
Yeah, give it up, give it up. You definitely can.
There.
All right, and you crossed the finish line first, but you're
Yes,
last
I did.
today.
So obviously, I would say similar to Carrie and Amanda. So I was also training in the lead up to London, but I had just graduated in December of 2010. So I came into the training center a year and a half before London, and our coach doesn't always communicate exactly where you stand. So I felt like I was going to get a chance for selection, and so when I found out I wasn't, it was a tough feeling, and I've learned a lot, I think, over the last 4 years about how to train, but I also, similar to Carrie, went through a really tough year in 2014 with injuries and illness, and coming out on the other side of that, I think I learned to appreciate the opportunities that I was being given a lot more, and so it made the 2015 season and this season as well so much more special to me. And crossing the finish line like them, you just get flooded with the emotions of, I mean, there were so many times just this year alone that I thought I wasn't going to make the team and my dream was going to be totally crushed. And so to have that opportunity, I just, like Carrie, I'm so grateful. And we crossed the line, and I also was just sobbing because I couldn't believe it. And
I was relieved.
Dreaming of this for so long.
I was very pure joy, but also just relief.
Yeah. There were happy tears, but
I think we have some audience questions for you guys. So
this question is for Amanda. If you get the opportunity to be on Dancing with the Stars, who do you want to partner with?
Ooh.
Great question. I would like to be with Max.
Oh.
I
think we've had Max on the show too. So
Max
yeah,
hear this?
Yeah.
Max, yeah.
We can make that happen. We have a lot of power here.
No, just let you know, Max. I'll do the tricks. I'll put you up in the air and.
You'll be the lead.
That's right.
She could. She's
pretty
the
strong.
jacket's covering these guns, but she could. Yeah.
All right.
When did you guys know you wanted to be Olympians?
Oh, it's funny. I was sharing this with her. I haven't shared this with the other guys, but my brothers, I have 2 brothers, and they were in Rio with me. And when they were at my mom's house in the spring, they were looking through some old stuff, and they found a note that I had written in 2nd grade. I don't remember it at all, but it basically said something along the lines of, like, if I have, strong legs and I'd be really good at soccer and really good at running, and then I could be in the Olympics and blah, blah, blah. And just to think that as a 2nd grader, that was already a dream of mine is insane. I don't remember it at all. It it gave me chills to read.
She had a copy of the original.
They
note
printed, yeah, they
in
copied it.
Rio and shared it with me, and it was like I got chills and started.
The grammar was a little like, but yeah. So I think the idea maybe was always there, but seriously thought about it after I did a summer with the college age U.S. team, which we call under 23s. And after making that team, it kind of was like, maybe this is a thing. Maybe I should move out to Princeton full time and see if I can make the Olympic team.
I remember watching 2004 Olympics, in particular swimming, and I was doing my homework, high school homework at the time, and just watching it being like, wow, like that's really cool. Wouldn't it be neat to be a part of something like that? You know, could I even make it to that level? And then slowly but surely I got invited to do the junior national rowing team, and I remember that feeling. I was 18 years old on the line, and that's still really young.
Wearing a USA uni.
Wearing USA uni and hearing, you know, Germany, France, just the other countries, being called out, getting ready to race. And then I heard the United States of America. And in my head, I said, this is where I'm supposed to be. This is what I want to do and go after.
Awesome. We got time for 2 more. Let's go right here.
So my best friend is actually a coxswain in college, so this was a very highly anticipated event for us to all watch. Yay. And she wanted to know, what were the most motivating commands that you guys heard while on the water?
We have a really good one, actually.
Ooh.
So,
I mean, the one, that we've all been talking about.
Yeah, so we were down going into the 1,000 of our race, but I think, we trusted each other. But just past then, Kaitlyn yelled to us, "We are the United States Women's 8." And the boat just took off there. So I think that was the key call in the race.
It's really interesting how, because I get that question all, like, what are the things that I say to motivate everybody? And the only things I need to do to motivate these guys is just bring everyone on the same page. So in this instance, it was just like a really simple reminder that you're part of the Women's 8 and you're in a boat class and you're on a team that is bigger than you as an individual. And I think that for all of us, that's so motivating for us because we don't get up every day and go to practice just for ourselves. We do it for the other people on the team. And in rowing, as I'm sure your friend knows, your success, especially my success as a coxswain, is 100% dependent on their success. So just being reminded that we're part of something bigger than ourselves was pretty cool.
By the way, I know it's a tradition to throw the coxswain in the water.
We
Did you
did.
guys do that in Rio?
Oh, yeah.
Still here? Okay,
Head
that's
under,
good.
whole deal. It was awesome.
We asked permission first. But
She accepted.
All right, you are brave.
Basically
You are
swam in
brave.
the water.
Let's get to our
with
final
them
question.
anyways.
Hey ladies, how you guys doing?
Great.
You all seem like, very jovial and you guys like to have fun, and there's no better time to have fun than on a Friday. So my question
He's inviting you guys
Not
out.
for a rower. Not for a rower.
But so my question is, what fun things do you guys have planned for this Friday?
Today is
Are you
Friday.
asking them out on a date?
Where should I meet you guys?
It's a pickup on AOL Build. I like
I'll
this.
take it.
Yeah.
Well, she's getting married, and you're
I'm
married.
Yeah, we're
married, I'm
getting
sorry.
Is
married.
anyone available?
Yeah.
All right, so these
Single
guys
lady.
right here. Here we go.
The not engaged.
So what are you guys doing on Friday then?
This Friday.
Today, like today.
Yeah. Oh, tonight, yes.
We actually got back 2 days ago, and we've been traveling a lot, so we're going to have to decline for this Friday night.
Oh, no.
I
You'd
think
be
all of
really
us-
depressed, though, because we're like old grandmas. Like, I think that a 10 o'clock bedtime for me is like very, very anxiety provoking. It needs to be 9 o'clock. That's the latest.
Okay, this is during training, just to be clear.
Well, that's,
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe we
it's
should
been
hand
like
this
that
over
for the
to
last 4
Carrie.
years, so I don't really know what it's like to
Party
stay up
girl,
past
Carrie,
10
let
o'clock.
her
But
take
maybe
We've got
we'll
the
find
scotch
out.
in the back. So,
No, typically though, Friday night doesn't mean anything because we have Saturday morning practice, right? So it's like we joke like, oh, TGIF is nothing, like it's TGIS.
After practice.
Yeah. But yeah, this Friday, as in tonight, I'm definitely going back and sleeping for more than 6 or 7 hours.
Maybe like
I don't believe
week
these
straight.
stories, by the way. I don't believe you.
Any
but,
of this?
Sleep?
But no, I meant the last part, what you're doing tonight. But you guys should be celebrating. You just won gold.
Yeah.
So anyway,
all
give it up
fall.
one more time. Our Olympic champions, U.S. rowing, best in the world. Cannot beat these
Thank you,
ladies. Thank you
guys.
guys so much for coming on. It's my first time having a guest cry. I feel one level closer to Oprah.
I feel
so
honored that I
am
could be your
honored.
first.
Thank you guys.
One more time, Amanda
Thank you.
Polk
Come
for
back
Dancing
again,
with
all
the
right?
Stars.
Take care. One more time. USA
Thanks so much.
rolling. You send them on out properly. USA.